This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Country for a Cure is turning 21. Find out how you can be a part of the annual event that helps people in our area with cancer next. Hi everyone, I'm Ken Karen. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. Stream us on your favorite devices with the Samsung Productions app and watch us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513. Here's your Thursday headlines now from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Opioid addiction has affected many lives in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and yesterday Governor Tom Wolf addressed the issue, calling for a statewide emergency.
I just want to announce that I'm taking the additional step in our Commonwealth-wide fight against heroin and opioid abuse, against the epidemic. To further combat this crisis, today I'm issuing a statewide disaster declaration for the heroin and opioid epidemic. And officially, I am declaring this public health crisis a statewide disaster emergency.
Pennsylvania has the fourth highest overdose rate in the country. A traffic stop in Hamburg, PA last month has resulted in charges for a Hazleton area school district administrator. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Mark A. Scarcella Jr., the Dean of Discipline at Valley Elementary Middle School, was charged with possession of a small amount of marijuana. Hamburg Police Chief Pedro Rivera tells the newspaper that Scarcella, who was alone in the vehicle, was stopped for an expired inspection sticker. The chief says that 12 grams of leafy green material was found in a plastic bag in the vehicle. When contacted by the Standard Speaker, Scarcella said he was stopped for an inspection sticker violation and that the other charges were a misunderstanding. We attempted to call Scarcella at the school today, but were told he was not in. District Superintendent Brian Uplinger issued the following statement via email, quote, "At this time, there is no comment from the district as this is a personnel matter. However, we are investigating the incident," unquote. Scarcella is the son of school director Jacqueline Scarcella. For 2 decades, an event in Freeland has been helping our neighbors who suffer with cancer. It's been a roller coaster ride for organizer Tammy Martin, and here she is with our Lisa Sugar.
Well, it's hard to believe that it is this time of the year again. Our dear friend Tammy Martin from Freeland is back talking about what is now the 21st annual Country for a Cure, a special dinner taking place later this month, and it helps those who are battling cancer, local people who are battling cancer. This is a tough time, I know, for you, because you and your family host this event. It's in memory of our beloved late Mayor Tim Martin, who passed away from cancer, your late husband. So you and your family wanted to keep this going and do this to help others, and it's been very successful.
Yes, this is our 21st year, as you said, doing this, and the amount of people that I have met through this, it's just very heartwarming. But it's also very sad to know that there's that many people in our area, our neighbors, that we run into every day at work, at the supermarket, on the street, that are battling this. It's depressing.
This is taking place on Saturday, January 27th at the Freeland Events Center. So tell us all about it, because you can go for the dinner and the entertainment, or you could just go for the entertainment.
Yes, for $35 you can get a ticket, and that includes your dinner, all your beer and soda for the evening, 3 different kinds of entertainment. We have North of 40, Ostrich Hat, and Brendan and Rick from Music Master Entertainment. It goes from 5 o'clock at night until midnight. It's just a great night to get together with your friends, come out, get out of this awful weather that we've been having. It's always nice and warm inside, and you help others. But for those who maybe can't find a babysitter or have other plans that night, if they wanted to come after dinner just for the entertainment, they can pay a $10 cover charge at the door, and then they have a cash bar afterwards.
All right, so great to suit everybody, whatever their schedule allows. And you also have tricky trays and raffles there, too.
Oh, we have a little bit of everything. We also have a photo booth. Amy Chilinsky Photography in Freeland, a very dear friend of mine, she donates her photo booth to us every year, and the pictures and the stories that come out of that photo booth alone are worth the $35 cover that you pay to get in.
That sounds pretty interesting. Now, you told me there's something new this year. It's called the Tree of Life. So tell us what that's about.
We're actually going to have a tree, maybe 2, depending. What I'm asking is, local people, if you have a loved one, a friend, a neighbor, someone that you know who battled cancer, maybe they lost their battle, they're in remission, or they're battling it now, send me their picture. We want to put the pictures on our Tree of Life. We want to honor all those heroes, because to me, that's what heroes are. These people get up every morning and never stop. They don't stop fighting. They don't give up. And that's, to me, is a hero.
All right, well, it's a great organization run by a great family and a great lady. Thank you so much
you.
for coming in each and every year to tell us all about this. Again, the deadline is January 24th, so please get your tickets, go see Tammy, and make this a really great night to raise money for a wonderful cause.
Thanks, Lisa. And this weekend, the Laurel Mall is the place to find great deals and entertainment. Laurel Mall property manager Rocco Aruzo gives us the details.
This coming weekend, starting Friday, January 12th through Monday, the 15th of January, Martin Luther King Day, we're doing our winter sidewalk sale here at the mall. This is the largest one that we do in the winter, and it gives our tenants and our merchants a chance to put their merchandise out, put it on sale. So there's a lot of good sales at the Laurel Mall, so I encourage everyone to come out this weekend and shop, because they'll get some good prices.
All right, sounds great. But you also have entertainment here at the mall.
Yeah, this coming Sunday, January 13th at 3 p.m., Rosa Strosky, who is a lovely young girl. She sings really, really nice. She'll be back again, and she'll be performing at 3 p.m. in the Boscov's Wing. So we're looking forward to have Rose back, and she sings for cystic fibrosis, which is a very good cause. So we're happy that she's coming back.
And also this weekend, the American Red Cross will host a blood drive at the mall. That will be on January 19th. And all month long, the mall will help the Valor Clinic Foundation by collecting items for the homeless. Well, here's my big Friday night plans. I'm pumped about them too. I'm getting some Frankie's Pizza and watching The Polka King on Netflix. Here's something else that's exciting. Free Frankie's Cold Pizza. Each Thursday you can enter to win a box of 12 slices of Frankie's Cold Pizza with their signature sauce and cheese blend, baked fresh with no preservatives. Call 570-459-9813 extension 104. We need your name, full name, and phone number. The winner will be drawn at random. And remember, you can only win once every 30 days on SSPTV. Ahead on SSPTV News, we talk with the man who produced and directed the documentary the new Netflix movie about Juan Lujan is based on. And later, Kelsey Resnick recently got her driver's license. That's great news for the Wyoming Seminary field hockey star. Oh, and she also made the U.S. Under-17 national team. We'll talk about that in sports. This is SSPTV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
The movie The Polka King premieres tomorrow on Netflix. It stars Jack Black in the role of Juan Lujan, the one-time polka king who fell from grace after being convicted of running a Ponzi scheme. The film is based on the 2007 documentary The Man Who Would Be Polka King that premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2016. Our Sam Lassant Jr. talked with John McCulloch, the producer and director of the documentary. He says Lujan first contacted him before he was charged in the Ponzi scheme, asking him to write a book about his life. McCulloch passed on the book offer, but then...
Well, a year later, Juan Lujan came back to me and he said, I'd really like you to do my life story again. And I told him, well, Juan, we've kind of been down this road. I think it's a great story, but I'm not, crazy interested. And he said, well, what if I told you I'm going to be going to prison? So that's when a little light bulb went in my head. I'm like, oh my gosh, now there's a hook. There's this rise and fall, and it becomes this kind of like, classic tragedy. So I spoke to some friends of mine, and they said, it might make a really good documentary. So I went back to Jan, and I said, instead of a book idea, I would be interested in doing a documentary about your story. And he agreed, and I said it had to be truthful, the good and the bad and the ugly. No sugarcoating it. And he, to his credit, agreed to that, and he gave me access to his family and people, and the ball kind of started rolling from there.
Do you think Jan was sorry for what he did from interviewing him all those times?
Yeah, I do. I think I always said my take on this was always that Jan didn't go into this trying to commit a crime or with malicious intent. I think in the beginning he really thought what he was doing was okay and legal, and someone had told him that they had, this was a good idea to do, or someone else who had done this. And the problem with that is, once the state found out and told Jan, look, and they said, in the documentary, they say, we treated him like a guy who stubbed his toe, and we gave him a warning and said, you got to stop what you're doing. And if you want to do what you're doing, you just have to register, and make it legal. Well, Jan didn't do that. He shut down his one company and then just started up another company, and then for another 10 years did the same thing. And that's where he crossed the line, and that's where it became he knowingly was committing illegal activity. So then it gets harder and harder to kind of look the other way and pass it off as, oh, I was just ignorant, or I was naive. He was told. So I don't ever think he maliciously wanted to, wanted people to fail. I think he thought he could make it all work. But the problem is with Ponzi schemes, it never does, and it always comes crashing down, and that's the problem. And in the end, he got in too deep, and he had to keep swimming because he was going to sink. And he just thought hopefully some magic payday was going to come along and make it all go away. But that didn't happen.
So your doc comes out, and what was the reaction, or how was it received? What did you do? Did you bring it in any film festivals?
The indie doc version of the film came out in 2009, and it played in film festivals throughout the country and around the world, actually. Did really well, got picked up. Netflix ran it for years, and had a nice run there. And over the years, we had interest from Hollywood. Several different producers were looking to actually option the rights to make it into a film. But it wasn't until this latest producer, David Permute, contacted us in 2013. He'd seen the film at a festival, he really enjoyed it, wanted to option the rights to see if he could make it into a movie, and we had nothing to lose. And then a year later, he came back to us and he said, I have Jack Black signed up to do it, which was pretty exciting, and that got the ball rolling. Once you get a star attached to a project, everything else seemed to fall in place.
Thank you, Sam Lassant Jr. for the story. Now, the movie The Polka King and the documentary The Man Who Would Be Polka King will both be available tomorrow on Netflix.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
I hope everyone is enjoying the warmer weather in our area. How long will it last? Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, we have an 80% chance of showers. We'll have a low of 47 degrees. Precipitation amounts between 1/2 and 3/4 of an inch possible. Friday, more rain coming our way. We'll have a high of 60 degrees. Friday night, the low will get down to around 25 degrees. And again, rain will be coming down. Freezing rain is likely on Saturday, 70% chance. It will be cloudy with a high near 27 at night, low of 5 degrees, mostly cloudy skies. Sunday is mostly sunny and cooler, high of 21 at night, partly cloudy, low of 7 degrees. On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, partly sunny with a high of 22, mostly cloudy at night, low of 14 degrees.
Happy New Year from Freeze Farm Winery in Berwick, Pennsylvania. Today we'll be discussing how to do mimosas. We'd like to introduce you to the newest member of our wine portfolio, Sankowi, which is a sparkling wine. We are not allowed to call it champagne because the Cayuga grape did not come from the Champagne region of France. We suggest that you fill your champagne sparkling wine flute about 2/3 full, and then pick your favorite juice. We've selected mango for today to try, as well as the traditional orange juice. And then you can spruce things up a bit with your favorite fruit. Strawberry can be a nice add-on, blueberry, or even raspberries. Steph will now explain some different types of mulling wines that we offer as well throughout the holiday season and the cool months that are to come.
All right, so we have our apple wine, which is 100% apple juice, fermented and then sweetened to a 6% residual sugar. And we have these lovely spice boxes, which are available for purchase at both our Berwick location and our Rohrbox Farm Market location in Catawissa. And you just simply add the bottle of wine to the container of the spices and serve it warm in the crock pot. Another twist on a mulled wine would be with our dry red, 3 turns with the lathe. It's an unoaked dry red made with the Marshall Foch grape, the St. Croix, and the Landau Noir, which are all 3 Minnesota hybrids. And we mix that with our mulling spice bag from Lieutenant Blenders, Cocktails in a Bag. And again, you can do this the entire half-gallon bag at a time or 1 mug at a time, warming it up in the crock pot or in a saucepan. From all of us here at Freeze Farm Winery, Happy New Year.
Cheers.
I love wine and pizza day here on SSPTV News. Your green screen's up now. Midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers: pick 2, 4, 6, pick 3, 828, pick 4, 9249, pick 5, 6, 6, 725, and the wild number is 4. We'll talk with a local field hockey player who made the U17 national team after this break.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
It's really one of the highest honors in sports to get a call to your national team, I would believe, and I'm here with Kelsey Resnick from Drums, plays high school field hockey for Wyoming Seminary, and you received that call. That really is. Anytime I said I'm a big soccer fan, and every time anybody talks about that, they're just so humbled and excited. And did you feel the same way? I mean, is this one of the, might be a dumb question, bigger moments in your lifetime?
Yeah, I'm really excited. This is probably one of the best moments that I've experienced in a while. In field hockey, I've been working very, very hard, and it's just finally paying off.
Was it an email you received or a phone call? How did you find out?
It was released on Twitter, actually, just a list, yeah.
So you see your name there and life changes. Let's go back a little bit to when you first started playing field hockey, because this is a great story, and you're a talented athlete in general, because you were a swimmer, you said, at the Hazelton YWCA now with Rob Gold, and you're very good at that. Came to your dad and said, Dad, hey, can I play field hockey? And he wasn't too gung-ho at first.
No, at first I didn't think he was going to let me play. I got a flyer from my elementary school in 4th grade, and I just went to him and asked him to play. And at first I didn't think he'd say yes, but he finally agreed, and I'm happy he did. So.
What was the transition like for you, being successful in the poll? I mean, have you always had success at field hockey? Was there an adjustment period? I know so much people always say, you know, natural talent, it just comes, but I'm sure there was work that went into it as well.
Yeah, of course. So with me, I feel like just I have like that athletic nature, like background, but in the beginning, of course, I had to do like a lot of work. There were a lot of girls that were like a lot better than me up until probably around 7th and 8th grade. That's like when I finally like found like myself, I guess, in my playing. That's when I took it a lot more seriously, and I changed clubs and I started working in the Futures program, and that's like what helped me get to this point today.
When you say you found yourself a little bit, I think with me in journalism, like finding a voice or something, what did you know? Was it like, oh, my passing's really good now? Or is it a confidence thing? Was it something you saw on the field? Was it everything?
So a lot of times, a lot of girls, like when you get to this like higher national level, they look for like flashy stick skills and stuff. But like as I've gone through the process, my coaches have noticed, and what makes me, I guess, like stand out from people is I have a good hockey IQ, and that's kind of what I use to my strength. Like I know where people are on the field, and I work on making other people look good, which in turn makes myself look good.
So when you're making a decision, when you're looking at high schools, you choose Wyoming Seminary, great academics, athletics as well, very well-known field hockey program there. You said that was an adjustment too, though, for you, leaving behind the Hazelton Area School District.
Yeah, of course. At first, I didn't think I wanted to go because I have so many good friends at Hazelton, and I still talk to them, but it was probably one of the best decisions that I've made. There's so many nice people there, and there's a really good support system that's helped me get to where I am right now.
Going through all this, how much do you think it helped prepare you making the change to Wyoming Seminary, make the change from swimming to field hockey, get acclimated, and maybe not be so intimidated when you're going in a pool of girls competing for, you know, a few spots on a national team?
Yeah, of course. So at SEM, they do a lot of social connectedness because we have people from all over the world, so that's a big thing that they incorporate in their academics. So that helped me a lot going into girls, a pool of girls that I didn't really know at first, and a lot of them are like my really good friends now.
You were telling me your position. So in high school at Wyoming Seminary, you're playing center forward, roamer. If I get any of this wrong, correct me. More toward the front of the field, more offensive,
yes.
Maybe? Okay. So then for your travel team, you're playing in the midfield?
Yep.
And now at the U.S. national team, you'll be playing in the back more deep. How does this happen? I mean, you seem very versatile then.
Yeah. So I've usually played the center mid position. I played that for high school, but this year they moved me to forward. And in this program, I was usually again playing in the mid position, but they moved me to the backfield. And I've been talking to people, some like recent coaches, and they've said like they can see me in the backfield. So I think that might be where my niche is. So.
Nice, but you don't mind doing it all?
No, I love it. I could play wherever. It doesn't matter.
How challenging is it as you do all this? You read through the schedule. I mean, right after Christmas, you're at a tournament. This is a year-round thing, obviously, for you. You're managing academics at a school with high academic standards like Wyoming Seminary. Is it a challenge? Is it fun? What's your life like?
It's very busy. You can ask any of my friends. I don't have a lot of social time. I do make time for my friends, but I'm very busy with field hockey, and then I do physical training, and I have school and homework, and it's a lot of late nights, but it all pays off. It's worth it.
What do you do to relax? I mean, is there something? Are you into something? Do you watch Netflix every now and then? How do you unwind?
I sometimes watch Netflix. I don't have any time, honestly. I like to sleep. When I get sleep, that's a good thing. So.
What advice are you given, or do you still think about from like a coach or your parents or something that still goes in your brain as you move through all these levels? High school, you play for a state championship, you're going to a national team.
So my club coach, Brian Hope, he always tells me to keep it simple because, like I said before, I'm not like a super flashy player. That's not who I am. Like, I work to make other people look good. And when I start getting in my head and like trying to like impress people, that's when like things don't go my way. And as long as I keep it simple and play my game, that's when I do the best.
Hold it together. First time you hear that national anthem on the field as a member of the national team.
It's going to be awesome.
Kelsey, thank you so much for your time, and please come back, keep us updated on what's going on with your career.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Come on out to Night of the Races that will benefit Catholic Social Services. This event is on Saturday, January 13th at Most Precious Blood Church Hall. Doors open at 6 p.m. Tickets are $10 in advance and $15 at the door. For more information, you can call 570-455-1521. And that's today's Talk of the Town. SSPTV News would like to send our sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Lawrence and Casper of West Hazleton. A memorial service will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. at Faith Assembly of God Church in West Hazleton. Friends may call Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Hazel Chapel of the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home. Catherine Kasich of Hazel Township. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. at St. John's Byzantine Catholic Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10:30 a.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home in Hazleton. Daniel J. Fornatero of Hazleton. Services will be held at a later date under the Firo Funeral Home in Hazleton. Edward T. Gallagher of Weatherly. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. at Our Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church in Weatherly. Friends may call Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home in Weatherly. Donita J. Schumack of Hazleton. Mass is Saturday at 10 a.m. at St. Gabriel's Church in Hazleton. Friends may call Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. at the church. The Boyle Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. And Kimberly Soka of McAdoo. Services will be private under the Damiano Funeral Home in McAdoo. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Sandra String of Ashland. Call now at 570-455-7267, extension 104 for your free movie.
January 15th is Saquon Barkley Day at a Chick-fil-A in Whitehall from noon to 5 p.m. Go in, say Saquon, you get a free chicken sandwich. You're welcome. Check out the details online. Check out more SSPTV News tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.